The worst advice I hear men give each other after divorce is this: just be confident. But what they never tell you is this: real confidence isn't something you fake. And the more you try to act confident while ignoring the collapse underneath, the weaker you actually become. I'm Dr. Eric Eck. I'm a men's mental health physician, licensed in 14 states. I work with men who've rebuilt from rock bottom: divorce, collapse, betrayal, not with therapy sessions, but with frameworks that rebuild power. And today, I'm going to show you why confidence isn't the answer and how to build the thing that actually replaces it. Mike looked confident. He wore sharp clothes, spoke with certainty, hit the gym, quoted high performance books. He even got a few dates, but nothing ever stuck. The women ghosted him. His friends avoided real talk. His son said one night, "You act like a coach, not a dad." Mike wasn't confident. He was afraid. Afraid of slowing down. Afraid of looking soft. Afraid of who he was without a performance. He thought confidence was posture. But what he needed was presence. When you try to act powerful, you're not. Here's the part he never admitted. He didn't feel comfortable being seen, not as he was, but as he feared he still might be. Small, rejected, not enough. And so every word, every grin, every moment of eye contact became a calculation instead of a connection. Most men fall into one of these traps after heartbreak. First, performed confidence. You speak like you've read every book on masculinity, but you're always trying to prove it. This is confidence as performance. It's hollow, and everyone feels it. It usually comes from unresolved shame. The feeling that you have to be seen a certain way, or you won't be loved again. And ironically, that pressure makes you repel the exact connection you crave: defensive confidence. You argue, correct others, dominate conversations. This is the confidence of a man who doesn't feel safe. This version looks like leadership, until people realize they're being led with tension, not trust, numb confidence. You seem unfazed, stoic. I'm fine, but you're emotionally disconnected, even from your wins. You're not emotionally strong. You're just cut off. And people around you can't feel you, even when you're telling the truth. Each of these is a fear costume. And most men switch between all three. False confidence is a fear response in disguise. Jeff rebuilt fast. Ice baths, supplements, TRT, finances back in order, gym transformation, even a podcast. He looked the part. Alpha, high value, unstoppable. But every relationship fizzled. Every woman said the same thing. You're hard to connect with. Jeff wasn't cold. He was armored. He'd built strength, but not connection. Power, but not presence. In one coaching session, he admitted something most men never say. If I stop performing, I'm afraid I'll fall apart again. So I keep moving. And when his son stopped opening up to him, Jeff realized he'd been building a fortress, not a home. You can't connect if no one can feel you. That was the beginning of the shift. When Jeff saw that confidence without openness was just control. And control wasn't safety. It was fear dressed up like strength. Confidence doesn't come first. It comes last. It's not a mindset, not a tone, not a trick. It's a receipt, proof that you've done the work, aligned your words and actions, broken your addiction to performance, moved from external validation to internal authorship. Real confidence is what's left when you no longer need to explain who you are. It happens when your inner world is no longer contradicting your outer behavior. Confidence is a receipt, not a strategy. If you're constantly talking about being confident, you're probably still trying to convince yourself. But once it clicks, you feel calm, not loud, steady, not rigid. And people feel it without needing you to sell it. Julian didn't post about self improvement, didn't boast, didn't try to lead anyone. But when he spoke, people listened. He had rebuilt quietly, showing up for his kids, for himself, for the daily work, one habit at a time. He wasn't chasing anything anymore. Not the next validation, not the rebound relationship, not the external reward. He never said, I'm confident now. He just was. People around him didn't say, you're impressive. They said, I trust you. And that's what real confidence feels like. Trust made visible.